sing to me? What do you sing to me, honey? I don't be ever cool， 不像最后会 all lost。 You're so down with my head, you say only pleasure someone.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Sippin with shrmjk. How are you guys doing today? What is the weather like where you are? It is nice in Kansas City. It was like 60 degrees earlier, and then it wound up getting a little bit warm or whatever, but it still was a beautiful day. And I hope the weather where you are is beautiful and that you guys are all doing amazing. I have a special guest coming on again, y'all. If y'all can see the title, we are coming back with episode number 2. But before I bring her on, let me know what y'all are sipping on. I got me some Ciroc and what's the Red Bull? Red Bull drink. Y'all know I love mixing my Red Bull with that. So anyway, I'm not gonna hold y'all long. Let me bring up my guest, okay? And I hope my camera is acting right. Invite my guest in. Oh, y'all know me in technology. All right. Hey, Vicky. Can you hear me?
Yes. Hello.
How are you?
How are you?
I am doing good. Happy Thankful Thursday or whatever today is.
Yes. Look, I'm already ready.
Right. I know that's right. What you sipping on?
I got these club cocktails. I tried it like a couple weeks ago, and they got 10% alcohol volume. Say what?
Oh, okay. I love it. Well, let's do a toast.
Yes. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yes.
So to get us back on episode 2, I'm excited about it. Episode 2. I hope my camera's good, y'all, because I have to position it differently. I loved our episode 1. We got a lot of feedback, and I'm so grateful for that. Like, just people giving us input and all that, and everything and stuff. Not a lot has changed with me since episode 1. I do want to give one thing that wound up happening. One of the guys that I had been talking to, we was talking about a different situation, and I was at work and I was on my lunch break, and no, I was about to take my lunch, and we were talking and everything, and so I was going through the menu to see what I wanted, if I wanted to do a Uber Eats, or if I just wanted to go across the street and pick up some food, because we have like a Jimmy John's, a Pizza Hut, we have things like within our little strip mall. Okay. So I was looking at Jimmy John's and stuff, and I was talking to him and everything, and I was like, oh my God, $13. I said, you can't get lunch for less than $10, $12 nowadays. And I said, they want $13 for an unwedged and chips and a drink. And he said, oh my God, you one of those people? I said, what is one of those people? And he said, you one of them cheap people? You a cheap female? I said, what are you talking about? He said, you don't want to pay $13 for a lunch? Then you need to cook and bring your food. And I said, what are you so irritated for at the fact that I am upset about the fact that I don't want to pay $13 for an unwedged combo? And so he said, no, I'm not irritated. It's just cheap women irritate me. That's why they so single. I was like, whoa.
Calm down, sir. Like my son used to tell, simmer down.
I said, maybe you're single because your level of, irritation and I couldn't even think of the word. I'm like, it's from 0 to here. Like, bring it down, son. Bring it down a little bit. But mind you, this is the same person that we follow each other on Instagram, and he's cooking freaking cheeseburgers, French fries, smothered pork chops. I mean, like, you gonna take one thing from another, you're gonna say that's not healthy. I said, what's not healthy? He said, you eating at Jimmy John's. I said, but I'm getting the unwedged. He said, all that bread. I said, unwedged is not bread. It's wrapped in lettuce. And then he's like, what are you getting? I said, I'm getting ham, turkey, whatever. He said, processed food, processed meat. And I'm like, so what do you think about the fried chicken? Like don't judge me for mine because you're cooking your thing, and I eat all those things. But the way that he was making a statement about that's why I'm single,
Right.
because I don't want to spend $13 for a meal. I was lost.
Just take a sip, baby. Just take a sip. Listen, my week, I can top that. You ready?
Okay.
And let me begin by saying this disclaimer. Our conversation is life experiences. These are our true stories.
Yes.
You might make up some names so you won't, like
right.
a little script that they do on Law and Order. These are our stories.
Yes.
And if you don't want to be part of the story, do that. So, I met this guy online, dating. We've been communicating since December. We've been kind of in and out flowing. Like I said last time, the videos kind of went this way.
Uh-huh.
I kind of figure out why I went that way.
Okay.
I did a little, the intuition that's on the inside.
Right.
To all my people who's watching today or tomorrow, next week, 20 years from now, I want you to listen to that intuition because it's going to get louder and louder. Okay?
Yeah. And it means something.
Yeah. I mean, I even brought my, intuition and concerns to the forefront because I wasn't assuming. I'm going to talk to the person because we're adults. We communicate.
Mm-hmm.
Talk things through. We talk things out. That's how I flow. Come to find out while I'm flowing, trying to figure out some things, I ran across some stuff with a little bit of, intuitive work.
Mm-hmm.
He found out about his age this whole time. He put himself 10 years ahead than behind.
Oh, wow.
And, and when I asked, I'm still waiting for the benefit of a doubt. Like, okay, even though I got this information, I didn't share where I got the information from. Now, if you guys want to know how I found that information out, hit me up and I'll let you know how you can find it out on the inside. I might charge you.
I'll call you after this video.
Right. I might charge you $2.99. But anyway, I mean, the information is like black and white, because Google is everywhere, right? So
mm-hmm.
I'm like, this can't be right. I'm still trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, this can't, because we done had real conversations. I'm talking about real conversations. So I asked him about it, and he still kept on with the story. So where we at now is that I told him, I was like, listen, the reason I keep asking you these same questions repeatedly is because my intuition won't let me let this go, right? So I'm coming to you so you can ease that and kind of make it, decrease a little bit. I didn't get that. So his last text to me was, no worries.
I'm like, okay. And narcissists, they believe their own lies and their stories.
I'm sitting here and here I am. I'm still kind of like, you put on a hell of a show, sir. Kudos to you. And then I felt a little sad because here's the thing. You're walking around with a mask on.
Yeah.
And I mean, no matter, you got to look over your shoulder left and right eventually. You know what I'm saying? That that information can pop out at any time, Right. I really felt sorry. I mean, I really felt a little sad to the point where you didn't have to do all of that. You really did. You met me online. We all kind of add a little bit on our profile, which I understand. Most men add 2 inches. Most women take 10 pounds off. I understand it.
Not that they add the 2 inches.
Most men add 2 inches to their height, and most women take 10 pounds off. It's an unwritten rule. I didn't make the rules.
My mind went somewhere else. I'm sorry, sis. I went somewhere else with the 2 inches.
I'm talking about height. But I'm just saying, I mean, he could have been when we did our first initial meet and greet, he could have came clean then. Or because we've been communicating since December. we're almost about to hit December again. You telling me in this
Right.
time frame that you could not be honest? Come on, bro. Come on.
I'm telling you, they
Now,
will hide it.
yeah,
They will hide it for the longest, but then it'll be your problem and not theirs. You know.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
They will hide so much information.
People, just keep letting people do what they do, and you're gonna see who they are. You just because I was I'm rolling with you, flowing with you, whatever. No trip, nothing like that. But I was a little disappointed this week.
I don't blame you.
I was, because I really kind of liked the dude. I did. I really thought, and here's the thing too. He's wasn't the typical kind of guy that I would even date.
Right. Trying to step outside the box a little bit, do something different.
Because my kids swear I have a type.
Yeah.
So it's like, aesthetics. I have a type. So he wasn't even part of the aesthetics.
Mm-hmm.
So, not saying he was a bad looking brother or anything. I'm not going to dog him out or anything like that. But I'm just saying I was stepping out of my comfort zone. I was listening to, the therapist and different things like that, like moving forward, letting all of the past stuff go and all that things. And then here you go, do something like this. You could have put me back in remission, sir.
Right. Exactly. It triggers what you have been through before or things that you, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But thank God that I have been I've been doing the inner work. So thank God for that, to the point where I just take this as an experience, because he did, like I was sharing with you the last episode, is the fact that he was a mirror to me. I got to see the kind of unhealed me, So that kind of helped me a little bit too. So I take this lesson. I take it.
Right.
I'll take it. It's cool.
Yeah. So, Vicky, do you believe that sometimes like God will bring people to your life to show us different things, teach us different things, but them people are not meant to stay? It's what we want, what we desire in a relationship. And it may be a little bit of this guy with a little bit of this, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And it's like, this is what I desire. And I'm not just going to sit here and settle for this, because I know what is comfortable in this. Like my 30-some year relationship, I knew what we did. I knew we went to the movies. I knew we went out to eat. We had date nights. And then when the bills was due and different things like that, or when we go out to eat and stuff, it wasn't a matter of, are you going to pay? Are you going to pay? I give my card or I pay the cash, and then we go somewhere else. Like if it's a date night and we're going to the grocery store, he's putting stuff in the basket, I'm putting stuff in the basket. We get to the counter. It's not a matter of who going to pay what, because we already are in sync. Because we're paying it together, because it's coming in one household. Right. Then it's like different things like that and stuff. And so it's just that, when you used to different things and you know how things work and what you like about different things and stuff, it's what you like, And
I think honestly, it was a lesson, point where it also allowed me to see that I am able to get beyond my past, because there's a lot of similarities and different little things that I shared with you behind the scenes, like, some of like the connections and things like that. So really kind of made me really see that I have moved past that other experience that I had, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, it was just, that was just bad though. And for you to just say no worries and just leave it like that, I'm like, dude, come on.
Like they don't care. They don't. It's like, don't play with feelings and then just leave it there.
On to the next, because it's online. So you got plethora. In state, out of state, 100 miles, 200 miles. You can run this whole gamut for another 6 more months.
Yeah, definitely.
Until you get tired. So
I don't understand it. I was like, and I know women. Somebody had made a statement about there was a Facebook group that somebody, or not a group, but somebody had posted about men, y'all better learn and quit treating these women wrong, because karma is, something else, and it's going to come back on you. And then somebody else said, women, y'all the same way. Y'all want to treat these men and think that, this, and that, whatever case. And I say it comes in both situations, because a lot of my customers always talk to me about their dating experience from women. I talk to them about my dating experience from men. And so it's like some of the same similarities, like for one, let me just say, I'm not no thirsty chick for one. And we talked about that last time.
Yeah.
And then even when I start to talk to people, I'm not about to say, you're going to come pay my light bill, my rent, whatever the case may be. But a lot of people, they talk about women want them to get their nails done, their hair done, pay their rent and all this other stuff. And it's just a first date. The same way comes with, you know, men mean women or women mean men, whatever the case, you know, different things and stuff. And so they just come off as thirsty, and it's a turnoff to some people.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, no, I'm not, I work hard, you know, and you ain't about to get no key up in here because you don't pay my light bill. Absolutely not. No, we're not doing that one. So I want to ask you 5 questions. Okay. And I'm going to answer them as well. I talk to my customers about our, you know, show and, you know, different things and stuff. I talk to my customers about YouTube, about me and Yaya's channel, Bedroom Candy Pop. I just, you know, I'm a talker. That's why I got this YouTube channel. But they was kind of giving me some questions to ask, and they was, well, no, I take it back. They was asking me some questions, and I was writing them down. And I said, well, I'm going to, you know, address these with my friend on our next episode, and to see if anybody else can relate, because I'm sure that they can.
Okay.
So the first question is, are you cool with dating a guy with kids and multiple baby mamas or slash kids mother? Because everybody's not a baby mama. You know, some of them have been in a relationship and they have a good relationship, but they have kids by this person. They have moved on.
Right. Right. I don't like the term baby daddy, baby mama, because when I speak about my kid's father, that's their father.
Right.
When they spoke about me, that's their mother. So I'm with you on the baby daddy, baby. I don't know. In this stage where I'm at in my life, I would like for the man to have either adult kids or on the way out the door kids. If you're telling me they're under 15, 14, it might be an issue for me, because I have my freedom and I move about and all those different things like that. And I like for it to be where, you know, that's not an issue. Finding a babysitter, I got to go do this, you got to go do it. I kind of want them grown. I really want them out the house. So, you know, they could be in the house with you. But for me right now, I prefer if the kids are a little bit older.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind if you have multiple mothers, long as they are you know, y'all have a good relationship. Long as the relationship is solid, healthy, and good, and y'all flowing accordingly, and y'all both being parents, and y'all both know that it's about the child, I'm cool with that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I take if you have like a teenager, older teenager versus younger. Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, I know that I'm older, and a lot of guys that I've dated, they have children, and I always tell them, don't introduce me to your kids if it's not gonna continue. Like if we break up, we're not together, and I build a good relationship with your kids. Like I've had so many situations, and I may not have been the best bonus mama, whatever, ex-girlfriend, whatever the case may be. I just had a situation last week.
And that's one of the reasons why I'm saying, like, right now, I'm being very honest and open and transparent to the point where my life is. I've done the work. I did what I was supposed to do with my children and things like that. I am actually free. I'm liking where I'm at. I'm really enjoying. I'm getting to be Vicky 24 hours a day versus being mom 70% of the time or 80% of the time. I'm getting to actually enjoy and embrace being Vicky. I've been taking care of people since I was young.
Yes.
So at this particular point in my life, it's not the fact that I don't like kids or I'm like, oh no, kid, you know, nothing like that. Right now, this is the first time in my life that I can actually just say my obligation is to me. Yes, my kids, you know, are still around and, you know, we're connected and all that. But I'm loving the fact I'm watching them grow and become young adults. I'm loving it. So I don't really want to, you know, like you just said, that's a lot. I can't handle all of that.
Yeah.
Season for me. That's too much for me. I'd be like, that's too much.
Yeah.
So I kind of would like if we was kind of like, you know, on the same page with that.
Right.
I would like that for real. I mean, I'm not saying kids are bad or nothing like that. I'm just saying where I'm flowing at right now, I need you to kind of meet me and we flow together with it.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying too. Is like I love them and care for them always. But at this point and stage in my life, I just have to worry about me. And I'm not I just can't, if I meet the next person, he has kids or whatever, it has to be where we have a conversation and we talk about, this and that, whatever. Because my mama, I grew up when my mom was like, I didn't meet my mama's boyfriends and all that. We have uncles and all that other stuff. But my mama and her kids came with a package. So I can't date this guy and he has 8 kids, 9 kids. And they don't come with you in the relationship, So I say all the time, I know I probably wasn't the best bonus mama, but I did the best. I did the best what I know. So let's move on from that because I ain't even Lord Jesus.
Yeah, that was.
Thank you so much. Because somebody was like, "Fuck that! I ain't dating no dude with got da 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 da." And I'm like, "Well, I'm different. If I love that person, I love his kids. And so the fact that I wasn't appreciated or during that part, it just makes me think something different going into the next relationship. So my next question is: are you okay with dating a guy with health issues or a handicap?
Ooh, that's kind of my health issues or disability. Okay, I don't know, Kiba. That's something that I have never kind of run across. Well, my ex-husband, he was diagnosed with something, but it wasn't like debilitating or anything like that. I don't know. That's a good question.
I said to my customer, I said, I am cool with going through it, but I'm not cool with going into it. Meaning, if I'm dating you for a length of time and you have health issue, I'm cool with being your partner, helping you out. I got your back. But going into it, I don't know. I can't say that I'm cool with that.
That's gonna have to be a case by case. I mean, it's gonna have to be like the whole thing. You know what I mean? It's not just something. Like you said, I'm not just walking into it. Kind of. Yeah. It's something that you gotta grow into it. Happen in the midst of. But
exactly.
I don't know. I really don't have the and I guess it all depends on what the disability is, and then also depends on what type of health condition is it. Is it something chronic, or is it something life-threatening, or is it something that I don't know.
And I said that too, because I'm like, if it's something like, you're dating somebody and then y'all in the long term, not even a long term, if y'all going through it and y'all care about each other and all this other stuff, and then it's like, oh, he just wound up getting diagnosed with X, Y, and Z. But y'all love each other, y'all there, can I stick around for this? Or the fact that you start dating somebody and they have these issues. Prime example, I was dating somebody on the Facebook dating app, and we was talking, having a good conversation. He said his profile picture showed him working and all this other stuff. But then it's like, once we wind up talking and stuff, he's like, well, when we video chat each other, we show from where my picture is opposed to where your picture, and then he'll show it. And then he was like, well, something I didn't tell you. And then he'll turn the camera down and say that I'm in a wheelchair. I can't get out and do this. I have to have, this ability, this and that. And I'm just like, well, that takes away from what I want. I want somebody to travel with me, go to the movies, go to the beach. You can do those things. And I'm like, we can't predict our handicaps. We can't predict what's going to happen with us.
Right.
But what I'm saying is I'm willing to go through it with you, but I don't want to go into it with you. And if that's being selfish, then it is what it is.
Well, I'm gonna say this though. I mean, I'm the kind of person that, if there's a situation that I need to disclose, I'm gonna put it up front.
Exactly.
I'll put it up front where you have to, and then it's your choice. Long as you kind of share that with me, and give me the opportunity to, grow into it or accept it, or whatever. As long as you just give me that choice.
Right.
Instead of, waiting to the last moment and do ta-da,
and tell me.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you're upfront about it, I think, and let me see, and I don't know, because I haven't really been exposed to that per se. Because, like I said, what the health concern is it something that we can work on together, or is it something that medication can help? So yeah.
And that's the same thing like with me, like, I've been talking to you about my tooth issue, and the tooth is gone and all that stuff. I've been dealing with this for 4 months now. And I finally wound up going to the actual doctor today instead of a dentist, because they haven't given me no answer or nothing. Right. And so they said, oh, you may have a case of TMG, or something like that. And so she said it's almost like not psoriasis. What did she say? It's almost like like a chronic disease that is going to be there, and it's going to be pain, but you have to take medication to dull the pain. And so I was like, oh my God, if anybody that knows me know I hate taking pills, hate taking medication. And so it's like, this wasn't there before. So with me dating and then going into dating, I have to say, hey, this is what I may have. I may have to take medication because this pain is going to be here. It's not going to go anywhere. But she's like, the fact that you don't like taking medication, don't do it on Monday, skip on Tuesday, do it on Wednesday. You have to take it every day for 12 weeks to see if it's going to work. And she said the pain won't go away like right overnight. It's almost like you're turning down the pain. So I can totally understand, like, when they was talking about health issues and stuff, because things happen to us as we get older that is out of our control, and we can't control that. Right. But who is willing to ride that with you, and then, like you said, open and talk to them about that going into the relationship,
I mean, because, I know that I know there's a situation I have to share. I have to talk to somebody about. So I mean, I don't have a problem disclosing, putting it out there and things like that. So I mean, I'm with that. So you give them the opportunity to let them know up front. That's the only thing that I would say, let me know up front and let me know how I want to deal with it, if I want to pick up those cards or leave them on the table.
Yeah, absolutely. Great answer. Okay, so number 3, would money be an issue with dating?
Yes. Yes. And I'm going to tell you why. It's going to be, I mean, it would be an issue depending on what you're trying to do. Because I don't want dating to be a headache or something stressful, or I want it to be fun and light. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to be something that you taking away from your light bill money, and then we're out having a good time and your lights off and you need somewhere to stay, that kind of thing. I don't want any of that. So money does matter. Yeah. It's so funny. I met this guy on the Facebook app, right? Dating app. And he said to me the other day, he's like, he don't do multiple dating because he can't afford to do that. He said, because it costs a lot to take you women out. So his thing was, it's like one at a time. He said he got other people that he knows that does dating. He said, I can't. He said, I'm a business owner. I got my own business. I can't be spending money like that. And I was like, I understand that. Because it depends on what level of dating, what dating style that you're on. Because it's going to cost you, especially depending on where you live. Going out the other night, just me by myself, I treated myself nicely. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm treating myself nicely, I would like you to come on in here and do the same. I need you to match a little, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, money is... we can sit here and say all day long. We know money is an issue in marriages, in relationships.
Mm-hmm. It is. Yeah.
I mean, let's be smart about it though. I mean, we ain't got to spend X, Y, and Z to go out. We can find different things on a budget, Groupon and things like that,
right.
All that, but money does matter. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And I say that too, like, I'm not rich by any means. And I'm like, if a guy comes in and we, like you said, match energies and we can build together, we can do this and do that, I'm cool with that. But I don't want you to be like, I'm not taking care of you. We're not doing that one.
No.
And so money is because life, everything is going up. The cost of gas, the cost of this, cost of that. And if you ain't got no car, I'm not coming to pick your ass up. I'm not going back and forth, whatever. You Uber back and forth. No, money really is a thing. And then, like you said, with marriages and different things like that, when money is not, when money comes into play, it breaks up a whole bunch of things.
It does.
And so, that's really important.
I made a Facebook post yesterday about blueberries. That was $7 for some blueberries. I'm like,
right.
I'm trying to get adopted now. I'm trying to get adopted.
Right.
Blueberries. So money does crazy. And being smart about it. I mean, we all haven't been the smartest with it. We'll learn as we go. We wasn't ever really educated in that, about that. We didn't really, we didn't really learn that too much. We just like payday loans and overdrafts, but we didn't really know how to utilize our money wisely, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm just now learning that now, and I'm 51, right? So money is a big thing. So I'm not gonna sit here and say that you gotta have lots and lots of money. But I'm saying is it has to be to the point where you have some fluid income to the point where it's okay if you do go out, that your lights are not getting cut off, this and it's not either or, I'm either putting gas in my car, I'm getting groceries. I'm not going to go through anything like that, because none of us should be dating if that's what we are. We
absolutely.
Should, stack some money for a couple months and then decide to go dating. Let's be real. And then, just like you said, having a rainy day stash, put back and stuff, because things happen. And I know I look high maintenance. I understand, my daughter keep telling me that people don't think I'm single because, I don't look single. I don't carry myself single. And I'm just like, well, here's the thing. It's not that I'm high maintenance. I'm not requiring or asking you to do any of those things. Real, what you bring to the table is beautiful, is amazing, is wonderful. But I'm not sitting here making you get my hair, these ain't my prerequisites.
Right.
And that's why, even with the one I was telling you about earlier, when been knowing him for 9 months, didn't ask for anything but time and attention. What I'm looking for real is more valuable than money to me. Time and attention being a priority, being chosen.
That's important. Yeah.
And I think a lot of men don't recognize or understand that, because all we see on TV and social media and whatever is gimme. I want my lace front and 10-inch nails. And everybody's not trying to do that. I'm looking for time and attention, for real. So
I told my friend, I'm like, I'm a different type of chick. I'm not calling you. I'm not, you need to cash at me. You need to pay this. You need to do this, and that. No, I'm not. It's not about a prideful thing. It's about being independent. It's about doing your own thing, taking care of yourself. Because when they get tired, they want to do their own thing and go do this and do that. They're going to bounce and do whatever they want to do. And guess what? You still have to take care of home. You still have to take care of yourself,
And I actually, be honest, I've been blessed that the guys that I've dated, for real, kind of already sensed the kind of woman that I am. You know what I mean? What I bring to the table, whatever, I didn't really have to ask or beg. It was already something they want to provide. And I'm standing there with my, I wasn't doing any of that. It was just, it flowed freely from them. So I never really had that issue, to be honest. I never had.
Right. That's good.
And
I like that too.
I haven't. I'm being totally honest. I don't care what type of man he was. He might have been a wolf in sheep clothing or whatever the case may be. I have not had an issue with someone being a decent provider off top, off the rip. I didn't have to ask. It just flowed.
And that's how it should be. I've had guys who be like, you ain't never asked me for nothing. You don't need me for nothing. You don't do. I'm like, what do you mean? If you're my partner, I shouldn't have to ask you for nothing. Like, am I supposed to beg, or am I supposed to, like, we're not doing that? No. I don't get it.
This is some hard questions.
So let's go.
These questions are a little hard, girl. You got me sweating.
I know. I know, y'all. Stay tuned. This is a little bit longer, but this is good information, good conversation. Y'all just stay tuned with us. Just, stay posted,
Yeah, that's good.
Yes. Okay. So number 4, What about religion in your relationship?
I just had this conversation the other day. He said he wasn't. He said he was spiritual, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I asked him, "Do you know Jesus? Do you have an intimate relationship with Jesus Christ? You know, do you believe? You know?" And he's like, he's a believer. I said, okay. So I'm not looking for you to have to be in church every Sunday, running all the ministries or anything like that. But I need you to have a personal, close relationship with Christ.
Yeah.
Now you can. Now here's the thing. Now you can take that and add to it, right? You can add to it with other realms of love and light and healing and all of those things. I don't mind any of that because I'm with all of that. Because I believe, honestly, you know, you are God within.
Yeah.
How you move, how you act, what you do, that is God to me. And God takes the shape of who you are.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you leading with love and you acting accordingly, that I could see him in your movements, in your conversation, in your behavior, in your integrity. If I could see him when nobody else can see, you know what I'm saying? What's going on behind when nobody else is watching, that's what I focus on more. You can quote scriptures all day long. It's like the one I was telling you about in December.
Right.
He claimed he was praying and covering me, but at the same time lying.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I totally feel you because I'm like, you know, they talk about God-fearing men and this and that. And I'm like, I want, you know, a guy that, you know, grow up in the church, God-fearing and everything, but I want you to stick by your word. Don't say you God-fearing and you doing all this other stuff. You know, the same guy that I talked to and stuff, and we was talking about different things and stuff. He's talking about calling me cheap. And then we was talking about church and stuff. And I said, what do you feel about religion and Christ and this and that? He said, oh, I go to church every Sunday. Every Sunday I go to church like that. And so then we was talking about something else, and he was saying, well, maybe I need to take a trip to Kansas City so I can come see you and this and that. And I was like, well, come on down. And I said, we got plenty of hotels around here and this and that. And he was like, why can't I stay at a hotel when I come see you? I said, because you need to. He said, the hell I am. If I'm coming to see you, I ain't staying in no hotel. I'm staying at your house. He went to a whole nother level. I said, is this the same person that goes to church every Sunday?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Just because you go to church don't mean that you in the church. Quit doing that. Talking about I go to church every Sunday. You're showing up. But what is your faith? What are they teaching you? What is like in your spirit? What is you know, and you know, biblical, they say, I don't know to quote the Bible, don't even get me wrong, girl, but you know, what is it? Shacking. When you're sleeping with people and you're not married and all this other stuff. So you're going to tell me you're going to church every Sunday and you getting the word and you doing this, but you want to meet me the first time and shack up with me. Come on now. You can't mix the two. You got to do either or. Are you living for this or you living for that? Whatever the case may be. Oh, stop it.
I got harassed in the church.
Oh, wow.
In the church.
Wow.
So we're not even going that direction. But
that's gonna be a whole other topic.
Yeah, that's a whole listen, baby. I have a whole lot of conversations. You hear me?
Yeah.
Listen, but to me, like I said, you're God fearing. How? Show me. Because here's the thing, because God has you know instructed you to, you know, love your woman, all that, you know, treat your woman as you would treat him. Show me that then. Show me the way you treat me is going to show me your relationship with Christ.
Right. Period. That's it.
Whether you go to church, whether you hugging trees, your relationship with Christ or your higher power or whoever you believe in is going to show me how, you know, when you treat me, I'm going to see it. It's going to come out. Yeah. It's going to manifest how you treat me. The conversations we have, the movements we do, all of that is going to be shown.
Absolutely. And that's what I said. I'm like, I'm not here to judge nobody. Ain't got no heaven or hell to put nobody in. But your conversations and different things like that is what shows me if you're God-fearing or not, or you putting on this front or whatever the case may be. Okay, so the last question is, how soon would you join financial things together after dating for a while? Meaning, if you did meet somebody on the dating app and y'all joined, y'all cool, y'all rocking, y'all doing this and doing that, 5, 6, 7, 8 months later, y'all still rocking. And he was like, well, I think we need to get a bank account together. I think we need to invest in something together. I think we need to X, Y, and Z. How soon are you comfortable with joining somebody into your personal financial situation that you trust them enough to go forward with that?
I think that conversation would happen right around the time we're talking about getting engaged or married.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to have to be a long time. You know what I mean? It's
Mm-hmm.
going to have to be in that type of conversation. It's not going to be somebody I met 6 months ago. You know?
Yeah.
That comes with time. And also, too, that's a case-by-case situation. Like, you know, how we flowing, what's going on. I mean, how deep it is, how serious it is, how the connection is really happening. You know, do I really trust here, or do I'm still, you know, searching their website? I can tell y'all about for too long. You know what I mean? It's all about the trust and the, you know, time for me. Yeah. So I don't know. I can't really answer it because I have never been in that situation besides being married. I have not had that type of situation outside of marriage. I have not.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with me, I would say, like, with me and mine, I always bring baby up because that was the longest relationship I had been in. And you know, we went through our things and stuff, and you know, we had our issues and all that, everything. And I'm writing a book about it. I can't wait to finish it this year. I'm so excited. Just to show like the different things.
Yes, I'm excited.
Yes, with the ups and downs, the love that you have for a person, showing my bad side, his bad side, just showing different things. But the things that we talked about before when we moved together, the first time I was young, so everything was in his name. But then after time went, all this other stuff, and so we got older. And then whenever he would do his different things and all the other stuff, he would just pack his stuff and move out. And so one time they had came to, oh no, I think we had problems with the truck or whatever. And so they was asking us different questions. He was like, well, I don't know, because everything is in her name. Nothing is in my name, like that. So then we got back in the truck. We was ready to leave to go home and stuff. We was talking about it. And I said, no, because you're getting your feelings and you want to pack up and you want to leave. I can't trust that you're going to be responsible for the things in our household. And so it wound up being a repetitive thing with him. And so then I finally said, okay, you want something in your name because you're trying to get this truck or whatever. And they needed a utility bill. I let him get the cable in his name. Don't know why I did. Because I love my TV, love watching my ratchet TV shows, got the cable in his name, whatever. And so then he was able to get, you know, proof his truck and all this other stuff. So year, 2.5, fast forward, we wound up getting into it about something. And so he said, well, I'm gone. You ain't got to worry about me. I came home. He just took the cable boxes, the TV, the cords is laying there. I'm like, this is exactly why I don't get nothing, and nobody, like, I can't trust you to do that because they don't have their thing going on, whatever the case may be. And then I'm calling the cable company, like, did he bring the boxes back? Because, you know, you're responsible for that, whatever. And so it's like, it takes time to really incorporate those things with people, even with doing a checking account, a banking account, because you have to say how much are we going to put in every month towards the savings account. And then are we going to agree to be like, hey, so let me say that when we move together, say if the bills are $1,000 a month, he paid $500, I pay $500, right? Then your cell phone, your child support, your car payment, your insurance is all on you. My cell phone, car payment, insurance, whatever, it's all on me. And then the groceries, we just kind of went together with that, you know. But when you go in with somebody, you trust them and they show you different things, you say, this is why I don't put your name on shit. Because you ain't responsible and you're going to do what you're going to do. But guess what? I still have to live here. So therefore, your name is not going on nothing. And I realized that when a person is getting mail at your house,
Mhm.
you have to really watch your mail because some dudes, they scandalous. They will put your address, like when you say, "Hey, this is where I live," when you finally trust them, they will put your address on some stuff. And then if mail is sent to your house for them, it would take a whole bunch to get that taken off of. And they can be like, even whether they live with you or they don't, because mail comes to your home,
Mhm.
it takes a lot to get that taken off. And they can say that's their residence. Yes, I learned that. Man, it's crazy out here in these streets.
It's a jungle out here in these on dating island for real.
Look, forget our drink. I think we need a shot after this conversation.
Look, yeah, how I got treated for the last 10 months, I sure do need a
Right. I'm telling you.
unnecessary foolishness. I tell you.
Yes, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Okay, y'all, let me say before we end,
Yeah.
Big Belly Bob, when he does his lives and different things like that, he always say, if you're still here in the comments, I'm going to say put shots in the comments. Put shot, shot, shot. 3 shots, shot, shot, shot. If y'all still here, y'all listening to us, y'all tuning in, we appreciate y'all. But this is good information. Like, this is really good knowledge. And drop in anything that y'all want to. We appreciate it and everything. But I know we 49 minutes in, but this has been a good conversation to me. You know, so I'm like, yes.
Like I said, I got stories, honey. I got stories of me. I should have my own. I keep telling my son this all the time. I should have my own reality show about dating. It has been a hoot.
Right.
It has been a hoot. And I'm telling you, and I still come back smiling, stronger.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the things could have knocked me completely out. But I thank God the way he loves me and take care of me. He shows me that I'm his favorite. And he keeps whispering in my ear, he ain't it. This ain't the one.
Right.
And that's what keeps me going. And I believe it.
Yeah. And that's why I stay prayed up. I'm like, Lord, all these people that you are sending in my life, they are there for a reason. They're to teach me something, you know. And we was talking about something the other day. It's like it's hard to just let people go because you love people. I'm gonna say for myself, I love people. I care about people. If I'm in a relationship or if I'm doing something, you got to cut people off and leave them there.
And
when I tell you I'm cutting people off and I'm like, don't call, don't text. I'm not about to block you or nothing because you can find other ways to. Well, I got the hiccups now. You can find other ways to reach out to me, but I don't hate people. I'm just like, I'm done. I'm throwing in the towel.
I'm never one of those females that, that have an issue with disconnecting. I understand there's a time, there's a season, there's a place, there's a reason. I understand that. I listen to that. And it might, like I said, that situation might kind of like knock me down a little bit, like, dang, dude. But at the same time, I learned something from that. And I thank him. If you watch, I thank you for the lesson that you taught me. I appreciate it. I'm going to use it to keep stacking and keep moving and leveling up. And I appreciate you for showing up for those 10 months and let me see what I needed to see. Yeah.
And I'm opposite from you because I have a problem with disconnecting because I love so hard. I love people. I care about people. And then it's like when we get in a relationship or when we do different things and stuff, I'm just like, okay, it's hard to let you go, but you keep on showing me different things to where I have to be like, I'm done. I can't do this no more. I'm not going to keep apologizing for stuff. I'm not going to keep on doing this and doing that because you don't see the wrong in your ish that you're doing, but you want to point the finger back at me. Like, please give it up. Stop it. I'm not doing this no more. And so I'm like, I'm going to a whole nother space, whole nother level, and I can't deal with it. And things that are bothering me, that's not bringing me peace, orgasms, or money, I am letting them go. Period.
Because I do not fake orgasms. I do not fake relationships. I don't fake any of those things. I'm not faking energy. I'm not doing any of these things. If you're not serving me for my highest good,
right.
Bye-bye.
Right.
I'm 51. I have probably more years behind me than ahead of me. And you think I'm in the next 51 Struggling
Yeah.
is ease and joy. It's ease and joy. That's where I'm at.
And that's what I said too. I said I don't know when God gonna call me home, but whenever He call me home, I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna be forgiving. I'm gonna let everybody go. I forgive you, love you, care for you, whatever. But I gotta release you. I gotta let you go. And I don't have no hard feelings or nothing. But these last years of my life, I gotta live for Kiba. I can't live for everybody else. And I'm like, I'm good with it. I'm not. I'm what they say. I'm not apologizing for nothing. If people feel like I wasn't the best this or the best that or best da 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 da, that's their issue. I done the best I could, and I'm done.
Right. And also too, what people tend to forget here. It's called dating.
Yeah.
You have an option to move forward or to disconnect.
Mm-hmm.
It's called dating.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. If it's not working out, and not saying that you're a bad person, it's just that we wasn't for each other, and that's okay. I don't have no issue with that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And people always say you can't if you don't have a ring on your finger, you single. You dating, you single. So if you're in a relationship and all the other stuff, you are single. You are not,
I say this, both my kids are in relationships, right? And I do this, and they be looking at me all side eye. You're single until you're married.
Yeah, exactly.
You have a right to make a decision up until you say I do. If you no longer want to participate or be in that relationship, you have a right. And if you're listening today, and if you feel that that's not what you should be doing, don't do it.
Don't do it. Absolutely.
Don't somebody's lives and happiness, whatever. Just go ahead, get the courage, do what you got to do. Everybody's going to be heartbroken in a minute for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Not say I do, and you don't. When you don't do it. That's bringing pain and hurt and trauma. Don't bleed on somebody else because you're bleeding. Don't do it.
Right.
But yeah,
please don't do it.
You're good. I like this.
Don't do it. I like it too. All right, sis. What is your outro? And I will give my outro. Okay. And thanks everybody for joining and watching us. Hope y'all all stay to the end because this is a good conversation. I usually do my videos under 25, 30 minutes, but this was really good, and I really wanted to make sure that we hit on so many different topics and so many different points for everybody. And I hope you guys stayed to watch us all the way to the end.
Yes. Well, what is my outro? My outro is go be great, be blessed, be bold. You better be bold, be empowered. Smooches.
Yes. And I want to say like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you'll know when I come on or will come on to talk about whatever we want to talk about. And drop in the comments and let me know what you're sipping on. And go and support my YouTube family, y'all, because it's all about the support. I'm going to drop 3 channels in the description box. Go and follow my YouTube family and subscribe to their channel. And until next time, shrmjk is out. Deuces.